Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is the Wings of Dream podcast where the youth soar. My name is Apecho and I'm excited to be here. I am a social worker here at GOA working with the children and the youth. And today we have wonderful guests with us. Let me give them an opportunity to introduce themselves. Tell us your names and what you do.
Hi everyone, my name is Bako Olivia and I'm glad to be here. I also serve in the children's ministry at Gospel Operation Africa.
Wow, we're glad to have you.
Thank you.
Our next guest.
Yes, hi everyone. So excited to be here. My name is Mukisa Joyce. I love working with the youth and children, and I am a healthcare navigator majoring in midwifery.
Oh my God, we have the right people for the right topic. Today we are exploring Authentically Me, embracing who we are and celebrating our uniqueness. And we see that it's a problem among ourselves as young people, as young ladies. But today we want to hear stories from our different guests today. Olivia,
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. What are some of the things that make you feel like you don't fit in? Though you try to push yourself, but you see, no, now. What are those things you share with us today?
I remember when I was still young, I was so afraid to be in people because of my size.
Yeah.
And I thought that I had it in mind actually that maybe people are going to judge me according to my size because I was
Yeah.
so thin. And then I would have that fear to move into spaces because I thought that I would be judged in a different way or looked at
Yeah.
in a different way. Yeah, so those are one of the stories that made me not to fit in society because I felt so low and I was so down.
Yeah. Yeah, and speaking of that, you're not alone. I believe a lot of people are facing the same.
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing. Our navigator, health navigator, we want to navigate about those things that have made you like you don't feel in, you don't fit in, you're doubting yourself. What is that if you're to share with us today?
Yes, we bless the Lord that actually we overcame.
Yeah.
Yes, one of the things that I used to also struggle with, it's because one time I was body shamed.
Yeah.
So I suffered a lot with that mentally,
Yeah.
leading me into depression, the minor depression.
Yeah.
So it took me until I got to realize my identity.
Yeah.
But before I used to struggle so much to be in spaces which are actually welcoming me because
Yeah.
someone out there had body shamed me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because of your size, how you look.
Yes.
Yeah, and we face that a lot among ourselves as ladies. For me, if I'm to share, it's mostly also the mindset of mindset that I'm low, that I don't belong, that I don't deserve, that I always deserve those things that are low. So I always struggle with that. Even now, it's still a journey that I'm still walking with God. And I believe that I'm not alone. You are facing that as well, but you're not alone. So speaking of that,
Yes.
I want to hear the story or the process that you went through. We go through comparison.
Yes.
You see that we are not accepting our true selves. You're always saying, I want to be like that one. We don't embrace ourselves. So speaking of comparison and self-doubt, I want to hear, how did you guys navigate? How did you guys go through that your people who are here today speaking and also encouraging, and even in your daily lives, I believe you're doing that. Starting with you, Joyce.
Yes, I would get back to that point that we are unique. When we look in the Bible, Psalms 139 verse 14 tells us He fearfully and wonderfully made us. So that makes us unique. And when we come together, we make something beautiful.
Yeah.
So personally, the way I was created, the way you were created, but when we work together, we see our beauty. And we are called to manifest our uniqueness.
Yeah.
Yes, so me, that's what has actually helped me, knowing that even in my indifference, I'm unique and I'm called to manifest that to bring out a beauty.
Yeah.
Yes.
you've brought it so well. Fat, thin, black, brown, nyash, no nyash, what? Those things. Because we struggle with that as ladies.
Yeah, we do. You're right. We do, actually.
Forehead, no forehead. You're unique and beautiful.
You're right.
Thank you, Joyce, for clarifying that. Our next person, Olivia.
Yeah, thank you. It's quite challenging, by the way. It's not an easy journey. It's not one day thing that you're going to wake up and you're like, now I can do this. It's a journey and a process that we always go through. And that reminds me that the Bible says that we were created in God's image. And that takes me back to think about who God looks like, how God is. And that draws me back to I am created in God's image and that's who I am. I belong and I should embrace who I am actually. It doesn't matter whether you're small or big. And girls out there, by the way, it doesn't matter you're black, you're brown, you're caramel, you're what. It doesn't matter. What matters is what God says you are actually. So you should embrace who you are, know your identity, you belong.
Yeah, you belong, guys. Doesn't matter your background, where you come from, who your parents are. What matters is that you're unique and you are you. Thank you, Olivia. For me, it took accepting who I am. Sometimes I used to doubt a lot, accepting the way that I look. Like my hands, that accepting these are my hands, these are my legs, this is my body. Accepting, because people will always talk, people will always pass on judgments, but it takes you accepting the way that you are and then saying that I am me. Doesn't matter my background. You might be in school and some of the other students are spending a lot. And for you, it is taking you to work hard and do everything, and then you're comparing. But you have to accept yourself with who you are, your situation, with what you do. So that is the journey that I took. And then after accepting myself, I took on the journey of searching of who I am. And it took the Bible, like you guys, it took God searching, because it doesn't just come that I sit here and say, oh God, what am I? It takes you searching the Bible, read scriptures on identity, be among people who celebrate who you are. Because if you know who you are, then everything will be all right. So with that, guys, we want to talk about something that we lack in our societies as ladies. We hear that I don't like this one, or you hear those stories, girls saying that me, I have a friend who is a boy. I don't like ladies. Ladies are jealous. Ladies don't celebrate. Ladies don't uplift each other. You hear that there's small talks. So how can we as ladies support and uplift one another and create a community that welcomes and celebrates self-growth among ourselves as ladies, as among young people, which we see lacking in our society today? So Olivia, I'm starting with you.
To speak into that, one thing I could say about that is speaking life and not judgment into someone's life. And when I say speaking about life, it can be some sort of mentoring. I mean, holding that person's hand and you're moving that journey with the person and you're building them up. And for the judgment side, I would say that even for the smallest bit of mistake that they make, it's not right to be judged. We speak, but we don't judge. Okay? So girls out there, speak into your friends' lives. If a girl is going or passing through something or some situation, it's not all about judging them. You've done this, you've done that. You can mentor that person, build that person's confidence, and move that journey with them. I believe when we create spaces where girls are valued and given that God-sized dream, I believe that we could amount to something as girls.
With speaking that what you're planting into those people is actually what is going to come out. If you're planting words of destruction, then we'll see a destroyed lady out there. But if you're planting life, as our sister said, it's going to be a person who is going to influence other people in a positive way. Thank you so much, Olivia. That is very, very good and mind-blowing. Joyce, I'm so excited and looking forward to have what you have to hear about, what you have to say about this.
Me, I would encourage my fellow girls out there. let us learn to celebrate the success of our
Yeah.
friends. In the spaces you are in, there is something that I always tell myself: you attract what you celebrate.
Right.
So if someone is out there and they are having a small success and you're not celebrating it, it's very difficult. It's very hard that you're also going to achieve success because you're not celebrating what someone has achieved. Yes, that is what personally I would say on that.
Yeah, because with that we kill that seed which they say ladies don't love themselves. There's jealous. So what you've said is true. So with me, I would say that first, as ladies, let us accept our lane.
True.
Be in your lane and accept who you are. You can't be up there, you can't be down there, but wherever the Lord has placed you, make sure you leave your lane and accept the level that you're in right now. Then another thing, let us create a safe space for each person to be themselves. Because all the time, maybe this person is growing in a certain area as a lady. Maybe it's academics at school, maybe it's a workspace, maybe it's at home. But every time they're trying to be their best and we are bringing up the negative part, then they will never grow to become that someone, that lady whom we are encouraging to be themselves. Because if we don't do that, then we are just cutting off and and they are not going to be that. So with that said, we are almost concluding because it has been a marathon that has been running and it is ending so fast. So with that, I'm going to ask you guys your last words to our people and what you have to conclude with.
Thank you so much. It's been nice to have this great conversation actually, and what I would say last is I would encourage all girls to be proud of who God made them, and it's not all about our differences, it's about coming together to fulfill a shared purpose. Remember that your difference is your godly divine design. Be blessed.
Yeah, thank you so much, Olivia. That was beautiful. Joyce, what do you have to say?
My last words to the girl out there, I would encourage you to manifest your uniqueness, because your uniqueness is what is going to lead you to the purpose of God. That is what you are called to do. If you are, for example, we can look at this plant. The plant doesn't come as a plant, it comes as a seed. So girls out there, oh God. Yes. So when we look at the plant, it never comes out as the plant. It comes out from a seed form. But there are other things around the plant that enables it to grow. We shall look at the sand, the water, the sunshine. The so that is what we people are called to do. Someone will be out there, but you are the sand, you are their sand, you are their water, soil. You are their sunshine, so that they can manifest that uniqueness. And that is not going to be one person. There are different people that are going to be that in everyone's life. Yes.
Thank you so much. This is very, very good. Guys, thank you. Ladies out there, we are here cheering you on, and even us, we are cheering on ourselves, encouraging ourselves that let us be ourselves. Let us trust the journey that the Lord is taking us through. Let us embrace who we are, and let us be the same to the other ladies around us, because with that we'll create a flourishing environment among women, among every person that we meet, because we have decided to be so, because we are authentically ourselves. So guys, thank you. Request you go and share this, go and comment, go and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow up with all the episodes. Thank you, and it has been a blessing, and we want to say thank you and see you again, guys.
Bye.
Bye.